To start editing, we're going to bring some clips into our timeline. This is our timeline down here where we actually build the video that we're making. We can double click on a clip and then we can play it in here with the spacebar. And we're going to just pick the usable part, like the part that we want to keep. So I'm going to say from about here, press I on your keyboard, I for in, and then we're going to just scrub across by just dragging along, and then O for out. So you can see the drone goes moves a bit there, so we don't want that bit. So I'm going to press O around here. Then we can just click on the picture and drag it in, and you'll see it's got a couple of tracks. So the video tracks are at the top, and then the audio tracks are down the bottom. You can move stuff up, and it will just create more tracks for you, so you can have stuff overlap and whatever. Stuff like titles, that'll be handy for. So to get another clip, we just click on the next clip, double click, it previews it for us, press I for in, press O for out. When you've got enough, drag it in and snap it next to it. Now this is our timeline. If you click in here, we can press spacebar to play, and it's going to show us what we've edited so far. So now the inspector up here is showing us some details for our clips. So we could like zoom it in. If we wanted to reframe the shot, you could move it across or whatever. You could also, if you're just reframing stuff with the zoom and position, you could just click this little button here, scroll to zoom out a little bit, and then you can resize your shot that way or move it over. So you can reframe your shots like that if you want to. Just turn that off to hide it again. And now my shot's changed a little bit. So the next thing is, see this inspector bit, we can turn that off, and then we can see this little button with two windows. If we turn that on, we can now see our timeline here and our previews here. So that's these shots here. So this is probably the best way to edit while you're just putting clips in, and you don't need to use inspector to adjust your clips. You can just double click on a clip, preview it in this window, drag it in, and then this window is going to show us our video. So that's probably the best way to edit, is with this sort of view layout.